Opioids have claimed the lives of thousands of people, more than 47,000 people in 2017 alone. You know, that's moms, dads, sons, and daughters. And for the Jacksonville mother who you're about to meet, her son's story isn't about the opioid that ultimately led to his death. It's about breaking the stigma associated with mental illness.
I always say we have to start at the beginning of the story.
The beginning of the story for Sheryl Johnson starts with a funny, quirky, brilliant young man. He was Sheryl Johnson's firstborn.
I always say he was my own personal little encyclopedia and walking, talking engine guy. Anything that had a motor and anything that had to do with a bug was sort of his thing.
In high school, she noticed her son, Alex Newman, started to withdraw.
So he was diagnosed with depression and anxiety, I think around the 9th grade, and went to counseling, and he finished school and got admitted to the University of Georgia and went off to school.
She remembers the call he made to her his junior year of college.
When he called me and said, basically, I'm a mess, Mom, and I need your help and you need to come.
Despite getting him in to see a psychiatrist, he continued to suffer and eventually moved home.
But we never really got him back on solid ground.
Her son, she believes, turned to an opioid to numb the pain.
I can remember the moment when I had the phone call that he had been found and that he was gone, like a movie. Thinking, yeah, my worst nightmare just happened. And I didn't have enough time to help him.
On August 12th, 2017, just 1 week before his 23rd birthday, Alex was found dead in his bed after overdosing on fentanyl.
No parent should ever bury their child. It doesn't matter what disease they have. It's the wrong order of things. And we realized most people had no idea what was going on with him or with us. It was really private. He was embarrassed. And so after he died, we left it quiet also.
A year later, as she sat at her son's gravesite, she decided it was time for her to break her silence and go public.
On August 12, 2017, our family suffered a tragic loss.
Sharing her story on social media.
Part of my path to healing is telling his story and mine. He wanted not to feel the way he felt. I always say he could no more have willed away his mental illness and he could have cured himself of cancer, but somehow we expected him to do that.
She launched Alex's Dragonfly Coalition, inspired by this picture of him as a little boy, to change the face of mental illness and break down the stigma. These cards with the Dragonfly pins are part of her Wear One, Share One program.
And it has signs and symptoms to recognize when someone might be suffering from a mental health disorder, and then we use the Dragonfly word to give suggestions as to how to have a conversation, how to talk to someone about it.
Her organization is now raising money to fund a new position, a care coordinator at Baptist Behavioral Health, to help young adults and their families get the help they need. Dr. Terry Andrews believes this new position will have a profound impact.
Have somebody, almost like a coach, be able to help them navigate the complex medical system, but also connect and give the information to the parents.
Do you think it will help save lives?
I do think it'll help save lives. I do. I think if we had a navigator, our outcome could have been different.
To the mom or to the dad or to the person out there who's struggling with mental illness or the mental illness of a loved one, what message do you want them to know?
You're okay. It's not your fault. You didn't do it. And if your doctor told you you had cancer, or if your child or loved one fell down and you didn't know if they had a broken leg or a sprained leg, you would go get help. And getting help early on is part of the key to having a successful treatment plan.
She has a powerful story to share, and she wants everyone to know that help is available. Tomorrow from 5 until 6:30 p.m., Sheryl Johnson, along with a team of people representing several organizations providing mental health resources in our community, will be here in our studio manning our phone bank. So if you or someone you love is struggling with mental illness, call in and we will get you connected to help. Also, I wanted to let you know that in Northeast Florida, there is a free 8-hour training course open to everyone. It's called Mental Health First Aid. I've linked a lot more on that to this story. Just head to firstcoastnews.com.